Jazz notes, Rudy Gobert out but in a good place. Los Angeles, Rudy Gobert was ruled out for Game 2 after suffering a bone bruise and hyperextension in his left knee early in Game 1. The good news, though, is that he's walking without a limp now. In spite of the injury, his spirits are good, Jazz coach Quin Snyder said. He loves to compete. He was really looking forward to that opportunity, and he didn't get to do it but for a quick second. Snyder is still feeling relieved that the injury wasn't more serious. He was among those who feared the worst when Gobert crumpled to the court in pain. Under the circumstances, he's in a good place. His focus is on trying to get back as quickly as he can, Snyder said. From what you kind of felt initially, you feel fortunate there's nothing more serious because it certainly looked like that when it happened. Snyder didn't say when Gobert hopes to be back, but he's mentioned a 1 to 2 week time frame on multiple occasions. The Jazz coach added that if he's supposed to be out 3 weeks, you hope to get him back in 18 days. If he's supposed to miss 2 weeks, you hope to get him back in 12 days. It's hard to predict, Snyder said. I don't think we can anticipate having him until we know where we're at, and it's hard to say right now. Joe's virtue, like the rest of the Jazz, Gordon Hayward and Rodney Hood have thoroughly enjoyed having 16-year veteran Joe Johnson on the team this year. He's been a great mentor both by what he says and does. He's just patient. He's patient about getting to his spot. It's really not just end of game, it's throughout the entire game, Hayward said when asked what he's learning from the 7-time All-Star. He knows where he likes to have the ball. He has his sweet spots and he gets there, and once he's there it's hard for the defense to stop him. He's been doing this for a number of years, 20,000 points, the accolades could go on and on. I've definitely learned a lot from him, and a lot of it is patience and reading the defense. It's been especially fun for Hood, who grew up as a huge Joe Johnson fan. He's one of the most clutch players that I've seen since I've been watching NBA basketball, Hood said when Johnson's league-leading 8 buzzer-beating game winners was brought up. When he was in Brooklyn, he hit them in big moments, playoffs, big games, Hood added before Game 2's tip-off. It's definitely something I'll try to do later on my career. He's special. All is calm. Not only does Jazz coach Quin Snyder enjoy the exceptional passing by Boris Diaw, as was on display with his 6 assists in Game 1, but his calming presence has been a welcome addition to the Jazz this year. I think Boris has a settling impact. The assists are an example of that, Snyder said. He's able to, in doing that, get people involved and connect with the group. Snyder loves that the French big man can impart wisdom to other Jazz players because of the vast amount of experiences and things he's been exposed to in his 35 years. Snyder smiled. He's got a diverse set of interests, which include the playoffs,